Shalom, shalom. This is your boy Yael coming at you again with another video. I had to make this video right here because I was looking at this and I said, and I got to address this. This is coming from the Gospel of St. John, chapter 8. And I want to start at verse 51. This is a dialogue that Jesus, Yahushua, Yahushua, whatever you feel comfortable calling him, is having with the religious leaders of his time. So let us begin at verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my sayings, he shall never see death. Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil. Abraham is dead, and the prophets. And thou sayest, if a man keep thy sayings, he shall never taste of death. Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead? Whom makest thou thyself? Jesus answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that he is your God. Yet ye have not known him, but I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar like unto you. But I know him and keep his sayings. Your father Abraham, your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Now let me read that again. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Then said the Jews unto him, thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham? And Jesus said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Then took they up the stones to cast at him. But Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by. Now, there's a lot going on there. Now, one thing I really just want to home in on is Jesus saying that our father Abraham saw his day. What did he mean by that? Did Abraham see him? Did him and Abraham have a meeting in the time of Genesis? Because he said Abraham rejoiced in his day, and he saw him, and he saw it and was glad. When I read the accounts of Genesis, when it gets to our father Abraham, I have yet to see this joyful encounter that Abraham had with the only begotten Son of God, with Jesus. I do not see this joyful encounter that he rejoiced over in his day and was glad about it. So I'm trying to figure out what is Jesus talking about. And even in verse 57, you can see the Jews are really being sarcastic here. Because even if Jesus was in his 50s, he still wouldn't have seen Father Abraham. Because Father Abraham was many centuries upon centuries upon centuries before Jesus. So for Jesus to say, verily I say unto you, in verse 58, verily, verily I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am. Now, here, many people say Jesus, without a shadow of a doubt, is laying out his divinity. He is making it known that he is indeed God. because that is why the Jews took up stones to stone him. For him being a man, he made himself God and equal with God. But is that the case? Could it be another way of seeing it? Who knows? I just know this is some crazy talk right here. Why do I say it's crazy talk? Simply because I need to see the account that he's talking about. He plainly states in verse 56, your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it and was glad. Can somebody please post the chapter and verse in Genesis where this account happened? Because how do you not have this story in Genesis? There's no way in the world you could bypass this and choose to leave it out of Genesis. I need to know where it's at so I can see it. So for any of my brothers and sisters that know where this event is that Jesus is talking about, please post it. I would love to see it. Even though I got a funny idea, I know where some of y'all going to go if you do share, but still I would love to see them nevertheless. If somebody might share a different perspective that I have never seen before, I might have completely overlooked it. So by all means, share and post. Anyway, this is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levi. Shalom, love, and blessings.